Okay. Thank you guys so much for being here. And tonight I'm going to talk to you guys about building connections and creating your contact list. I'm really, really excited about it. So if I were you guys, I would take notes. And if you don't take notes, it's okay because I will upload my notes that I am reading off of. So I'm going to show you guys a little bit of what I do when I create my contact list and how to invite people. So your homework, no matter what level of coach you are this week, is to write down as many people as you can think of. And, I want you to shoot for 200 to 300 people. And you could utilize Facebook to do this. And it's probably going to take you like an hour to an hour and a half to actually get this done. But it's going to really help you start creating new contacts with people. So I wish I would have started this when I first started coaching, but I didn't. So if you are like me and you didn't start off right and start writing down your people, then now's a really good time for you to start doing that. And if not, you guys always could think of people that you meet and just write those people down, even if they're people that you don't know. So let's say it's the lady that checks you out at the grocery store all the time. Just write down the lady that checks me out of the grocery store all the time. And, you're going to have her written down and you're going to think to yourself, I'm going to build a connection with this lady, and eventually I will know what her name is and, all that good stuff. So we have our warm market and our cold market. And our warm market is the people that we're really, really close to and the people that we already have good connections with. And our cold market are the people that we really don't know that well yet. And cold market can also be referrals as well. So keep that in mind. So just like with anything, it's a process, but I do recommend that you guys add at least 3 people a day minimum that you're going to meet. And, I don't want you to go out there and be like, friend request all these random people. No, you don't want to do that. So we're going to talk about how you're going to meet people. So here's the 5 ways you're going to meet people. So 1, social media, which I know that's how most of us build our business. Another thing I want you to do is wear and share. And the reason why you need to go out there and do wear and share is because people are going to ask you, if you're wearing a P90X shirt, I guarantee somebody's going to say something like, oh, I tried starting that program. And then you're going to talk to them and you're going to say, oh, really? Why did you finish it? Or, you're building that connection with somebody just by wearing your t-shirt. And, when you're talking to these people, you're smiling, you're starting a conversation. And, this could even be, let's say you go do a 5K, or let's say you're going to church if your church is casual. I don't know. But when you're going places, just be a person that people want to be drawn to so you can make those connections in person if that opportunity arises. And even if you never see that person again, it doesn't matter, because if they live in your community, they might know somebody that you know, and they're going to say, gosh, that Linda lady, she is awesome. Because you're branding yourself. You're branding who you are as a person, and that there's no reason for you not to have people drawn to you, because you guys are all amazing and you're all awesome. So also, if you guys have kids, connect with the parents that are waiting at the bus stop or on a field trip. If you volunteer for a field trip, don't be afraid to be social. Like Rhonda is the one that taught me to be bold. And I tell myself that now all the time because she told me that. And I say, okay, be bold and start a conversation with this person. You never know where that's going to lead to. Another thing that you guys could do on Facebook, in the search engine, in the Facebook tab, you could type in things that relate to you. So another thing that I really, really want you guys to do is to write down things that are about you, even if they're not Beachbody related, because you want to build connections with people that have similar interests to you. So there's crazy things. You could type anything in there and there's probably going to be a group for you. So think think of that, think of those things that are you. And I try to come up with 10 things. Like for me, it's like I'm a part of a Portuguese water dog group because Laker's a Portuguese water dog. And, I don't even know these people that well, but they were posting every day a picture of their dog and they know who Laker is. And, I'm building connections with these people, and you never know where that's going to lead to, because if they become your friend on Facebook, they're watching you on Facebook and they're realizing what you're all about and what you do. And even if they don't get anything, or even if they don't ask you about it, they're going to say, hey, my sister would be really interested. She's interested in fitness. And I feel like I always see you posting like these fitness things, and you talked about your transformation, and you're putting yourself out there, and it's good for you guys to do that, because when you do that, you're branding yourself and you're making connections with people that you maybe would have never made connections with. So now you guys kind of know how you are going to meet people. And I don't know about you guys, but I can be very disorganized, and I'm trying to be better at that. And I lose things that are very important to me all the time. Like I will lose my keys. I will lose my cell phone, and it is in my hand. I lost my necklace that I wear every single day for like the last 5 years, and I found it last night, which is awesome. But, I lose things that I actually really care about. So to lose a contact, I'm pretty sure we've all lost contacts before. And that's one thing that we don't want to do. So when you're creating your contact list, you're doing this because one of our vital behaviors is to invite. And we have to somehow keep track of who we're inviting. So I have a notebook. It's like a dollar store spiral notebook that I use. And, I'm old school. Some people are maybe you're better with your phone or on the computer, but this is just what I do. So I hope if you guys do want to do it, I hope it works for you. And I have my highlighters here. And, I used to teach, so it's probably very teacherish of me, but I have each color is a step. So like this is step 1. This is, orange is step 2. So I have the 5 steps. And what I do is I will write down my people, like I told you earlier, write down your people and I'll put at the top of the page, people that are going to buy challenge packs or people that will be coaches. And if you don't know what the 5-step process is, that's why I have the 5 colors. And it is in our forms tab on our team page, but we also could post the link as well. And it's also in your back office through Beachbody. But, I put the check marks once I get to that process with somebody. If I cross them out, and it's highlighted so I get to see their name, if I cross them out, they bought a challenge pack from me. So I know that now they're going to go in a different list. And I'll rip this paper out of my list, and I have like my master plan notebook. And in this notebook, if you guys are just starting out like I am, you're going to have people that are already in your list. So print out your labels through the back office, or print out your contact list through the back office. And when you have that, you have everything that you need to know from that person. And then you have this list, you can put that list in there. So you are just like, if you sit there and say, I don't know, I'm running out of people, you shouldn't be running out of people, because every day you're making new contacts. Every day you're hustling. You're showing people like, hey, this is me and this is what I'm all about. And, you have your list. Also, write down people's addresses too when you're making connections with them, and just send them a quick note like, I love following you on Facebook. I'm so glad we met. And once they get that, they're going to be like, wow, like you need to build that relationship with somebody, and you need to get them to trust you, because if they don't trust you, they're not going to want to be a part of one of your challenge groups if they don't realize what you're all about. Because we're not about selling, we're about sharing, and we want to show people that. And especially our team, we talk about our team culture. Our team is, we want to help change people's lives and help them live fulfilling lives. And we can't be all about that if we're sitting there, being salespeople. but we can do that by building relationships with people. So another method that I have done in the past, because I didn't always do this contact list thing, is I will pick a letter of the day. So I'll start out with A. And that day I will look at everyone that's on Facebook that has A, and I'll write them a personal message. Hey, I was thinking about you. I noticed that you guys went to the zoo a couple days ago. I love the picture that you posted of your son next to the giraffe. That's it. You're just reaching out to that person, letting them know that you actually care about them, and you're not just sitting there like, hey, you want to be a part of my challenge group? Like, I've done that before, and that person's like, sorry, I'm pregnant, or I broke my leg. And then you're like, you feel stupid, but it's because I didn't look at their page to see what was going on in their life, and I just was being like eager, like, be a part of my group, be a part of my group, be a part of my group. So you don't want to be that person. So even though it takes a little bit more time, you need to care about that person. So even if that person's not even going to do a challenge group, like I said earlier, it doesn't matter, because you're might be getting referrals from them. So my sister, for example, she's bought a challenge pack from me. She won't participate in the group. She won't do anything really, which is fine, because all of her friends that she has, they are like, oh, what does your sister do? I like that. I want to be a part of that. And I have all these people that she used to work with that are her connections that now are part of my groups, all because of that connection. So, if somebody says no, who cares? Because they might know somebody that's going to say yes. So don't be offended about that, because I used to let that get me down, and you just can't let that get you down at all. So, also, when you guys are building these relationships, everyone hopefully knows what form is. If you don't, it's a part of that 5-step process, and you're finding out what's important to that person. So when you say, I love that picture that you posted of you and your husband eating dinner the other night, that's talking about their family. Or, hey, if you knew them from a previous job, hey, where are you working now? Are you still working at Kmart? I don't, wherever. Are you liking it? Are you still there? Do you like it? Talk about, what they're doing for fun. You know what they're doing for fun because you're snooping on them on Facebook, because you're building that relationship with them. So I hope that was helpful to you guys. And does anyone have any questions or anything that you want to add?
I just want to add, for somebody that you claim to be unorganized, I see you very organized, and I love the color coding things. I haven't done that yet, and to be honest, I've made my lists and done everything. I mean, I've recycled, I've done everything, and I'm going to do it all over again, and I'm going to take what you just told us and do it again. And as far as talking to people, I have zero problem with that. I had a contest last month, and I took my selfies. I didn't post all of them because they were getting ridiculous and they're horrible, but I added 45 new people to my contacts. No one's bought from me yet. I came close with a military guy wanting Body Beast, but I haven't ruled him out yet either. But thank you so much. This was great.
Yeah, MaryAnn, can you hear me? I was gonna say, for not thinking you're organized, you're like super major organized. So that was really, really great advice. I love learning from you. I can always tell you're a teacher. You are awesome. So I was thinking about groups that I can go to. I'm in groups, but I was just sitting here writing things down, and that gave me a lot of new ideas. But that's awesome. Thanks for sharing.
Well, thank you guys so much. I mean, all you guys are awesome, and I can't wait to see how your week goes and see what groups you could be a part of and what relationships you could build. And just know it's not going to happen overnight. I've had people that I asked like 2 years ago that are just now coming back and wanting to talk to me about it. So you know, and if you were eager beaver, I've done it too. Buy a challenge pack, buy a challenge pack, buy a challenge pack. You know, maybe apologize if you need to and just say, hey, I'm really sorry if I came off the wrong way when I invited you to be a part of my group. I want you to know that I care about you, and it's been so helpful for in my life to be a part of one that I just want other people to. So I'm really sorry if that came off, you know, the wrong way. And that's it. And
You
people
know,
respect that.
My first day as a coach, which was almost 4 years ago, I went to this Tony Horton event, and I sat next to this girl, and she wasn't a coach, and I was just like, you know, like that, you know, because I was like, oh, she's gonna be my first coach, and I'll be Emerald in the first week or whatever. And so I was, you know, and I had no clue how to be a coach, and I got her information and everything. And the next day, of course, she signed up, but she signed up with Robert Hutchins, which is, you know, he led the group, and he's like Superstar Diamond. Why wouldn't you? She never did anything as a coach, but we connected through Facebook, and for 4 years we have connected. And she's just followed me. And recently she's asked me some questions about Shakeology. And just tonight, you know, she quit coaching a long, long time ago. Just tonight she signed up with me and ordered a challenge pack. It was 4 years. So that just goes to show that you never know. And all I did is I just let that relationship go because I really like her as a person. So why wouldn't I? And so we're actually having coffee this week. So, and then she'll sign up as a coach too. So under me this time when she's ready.
That is the best story ever.
Yeah.
I love that story.
So, I mean, that's the whole point of that is you just never know. That's why you just always got to just, you know, even if they didn't do what you wanted them to do, just keep building that relationship. You never know. You never know.
Well, thank you guys. I think I'll end the call, but I'm going to record it. If Justin, did you want to say something? Oh, I see Jackson. Jackson, and I always give Jackson like a funny face. It's really funny.
Yeah,
And he'll do it back to me. Hey, Jackson. Oh, he can't hear me, Di. You have your headphones on.
No, I was going to say before I did any of the FCN or any of the Coach Basic stuff, I was too super guilty of the eager beaver. Like, do you want to join? Do you want to join? Do you want to join? Hey, dude, you want to join now? What about now? Can you join now? Join, please. No background whatsoever. Not even digging into their stuff. It was just like, what? Come on, let's do this. Let's do this now. And that's it. That's all I had to add.
I think we've all done that. You know, completely guilty myself, but that's part of the process of learning. So, and it's kind of funny to look back at it. I mean, I could look back at some of the stuff that I did. Oof, bad. But it's okay. It's funny to laugh. Fail forward, right?
All right, guys, I'm going to end the call. How do you guys like my wall of all my laminated programs? Easy to grab. Love you guys. I'm going to end it.